glorious and a wonderful day. From me to you, I bring in good tidings from the Most High God, the Creator that was never created, the one that's here, the ending from the beginning. So my next prayer for you today is that you are well, totally well in all your ways. That you are able to create your own personal terms, your own narrative. You have been able to set up your life in the way that you want. That God will give you the strength and every energy that you need to be able to fight for what you want. That's my next prayer for you today. Please, if you are watching, do not hesitate to share as usual. If you are watching, please do not hesitate to share as usual with your friends. Please, if you are watching, I urge you to share among your friends, please. Why I also do my own sharing from here also. God bless you all richly. Please, if you are watching, make sure you share, please. If you are watching, make sure you share. Please, we are in a very critical time. And by the grace of God, God will give us the power to reap, or the grace and enthusiasm to reap what we have sown. My next prayer every day is for God to give me the power to reap what I have sown. That's why I man everything I sow. Even in this advocacy or activism, I'm very mindful of everything I support. I don't support things that will cause people to the early grave, rather than I support what will bring salvation to humanity and redemption. That is what I support critically. I critically support it. Please, if you are watching, do not hesitate to share, please. As you've already tuned in, make sure you share. As you've already tuned in watching, make sure you share. Please, if you're already there, let me just see your comments. You know, these people, they are not tired of, giving us bullshit all the time. They are not just tired of giving us bullshit, but will not give up this very fight. Because it's about going down. It's about going down for those people who have been a dirty Thomas. And you want to see the hand where the nail pierces the hand of Jesus. You might be wasting your time. If you look at the heading critically, then I don't do anything to entice anybody. And I so much thank God that nobody will say tomorrow, Newton, what you thought that time I may give you information. All the information I've gotten have been God who have inspired me. There are some pictures which you will see, and you cannot get the meaning. I will see the picture. I can be able to give you a vivid explanation of what that thing stands for. That's why all just right now, as you are watching, please continue to sow good seed. As you are sharing, you are sowing seed. Please, as you are sharing, you are sowing seed. The highest seed anybody will sow in this life is for you to sow a seed of salvation and humanity, for humanity and for redemption. That's the highest seed you can ever sow in life, which we have sowed by the grace of God today. I will be announcing you to you today. I am not the CEO of Salvation for Humanity and Redemption. That one have also been added to our title by the grace of God. So we are going to get it all, and we are going to pass all our exams by the grace of God Almighty. So please, if you are watching, make sure you share. If you are watching, make sure you share, please. If you are just watching, just share. As you do that, God bless you richly. I have to also try as much as I can to do my own from here also. Let's see how many people can be able to reach with this sharing. I'm going to be reading the heading to us, then we continue. We'll be reading the heading to us, then we'll continue immediately. Let me see how many people can be able to reach with our share right now. The recent CEO, Salvation for Humanity and Redemption. The recent CEO, Salvation for Humanity and Redemption. That's what we stand for. In our time, we must have to make sure we save as many people as we can. In our time, we have to make sure we save as many people as we can. Very, very necessary and important. A time is going to be coming after we might have finished all our fights. I will no longer stay outside and do video again because the battle is over. We are not going to keep on doing our video outside. They will come, we'll be in our offices, relaxing, counting as many negative narratives we were able to change. That's why the Bible said there's time and season for everything in the book of Ecclesiastes. I think I have to end this very sharing here right now. Let me end it here so that I can be able to do some other things. Please, if you are watching, make sure you share, please. There's nothing in life that you want to do well that doesn't need effort or that doesn't need technicality. If you must succeed in whatever thing you are doing, commitment matters a lot. Commitment matters a lot. That's why we are committed to this. Call for verification again. No, that's how people always do it. Call for verification every day by day. Please just have patience with us. Today's topic, you are going to like it. Today is going to be wonderful. You will like it. As many people that were, you know, that were kind of afraid to share a video and to comment on our page. She will one catch them later. You are going to follow us for nothing. Yeah, bros, I was always watching you. You have to bring up the proof. You watch out the video again and stamp it and send it to us. We are getting to that time. We are getting to that time where everyone will begin to give account of his still worship. We are getting to that time. It's approaching. I mean, that was ashamed. And because they were, all these Benin aliens were calling names, you'll be surprised. We're going to be getting done soon. I think I saw in Edo right now, the people that used to buggle people to go and use them to drink water, they are supporting Peter Obi. I don't know why Edo is not ashamed of himself. Now, first of all, categorically, first of all, go and look at it. What is Peter Obi coming to come and do? To come and be build jail for you to be jailing. Don't want to even mention such name here. Don't want to spoil this video. I don't know why our people become too idiotic. They are too idiotic. I don't know why they don't want to stay on their lane. For me, if I start one time, they finish them. All of you are decamping. Why must you always decamp? Support shenanigans. Keep on supporting it. They are always decamping. They are always decamping. They are not comfortable where they are. They will be. Please, one more share. Most of the time I skip sharing our video on time to our page. I know say they train the page, but I have to also put it there. Maybe 1 or 2% may also get the notifications. Who knows? Nobody. So as I will introduce it right now, we're going to take it serially. Eternal King of Glory, I thank you for a day like this. I glorify your holy name, the God of our ancestors, the God of Africa. Glory and honor be unto your holy name. I commit His Excellency MAZI una the KANU into your able care. As many that have locked him in jail, they will never have peace until when it is out. That which you have said about him that you're going to be using him to do. Eternal King of Glory, may it come to pass in a hurry. As many that are fighting for salvation and redemption for humanity, keep on blessing them. As many that are advocating to make sure your people is being liberated, the Eternal King of Glory, continue to empower them. I pray in the name of the God of the ancestors of our land. I pray in the name of the God of Africa to pray that which you have promised your children. Let it come to pass in a hurry. As many people who is ready to help to make sure we are liberated from our killers, to make sure we are liberated from our oppressors, to make sure we are liberated from all our slave masters. Let nothing ever discourage them. Let them be full of enthusiasm. Let them be full with high spirits to come to our rescue in a hurry. I commit President Donald J. Trump into your able care and all his allies that stand for salvation for humanity and redemption. Continue to protect them. Even as we go to the last phase, we will count as many that was in this struggle. The same way it was written in the book of Numbers chapter 31 verse 49. They called Moses and the people under your care, they saw their none is missing. So shall it be on that day. I will look at all the allies that we build home and abroad. I will look at all our queen mothers. I will look at all our goddess mothers. Then how we also come here and say none is missing. So shall it be. He said. Please, we are going there right now as I introduce the topic to you. For those of you that have not been commenting, be commenting now. I'm giving you a expo. If you have not been commenting, be commenting now. Because we are going to be needing it later. You will not understand. Guys, they do or shall do shall, it's not your fault. That was why whatever thing they do, everything imagine traditionally we were militarized. Tradition we were weaponized, militarized, just to put fear into you. Hey, I see it. Let's not just go there because that way it's a breaking news. If what happened in 1967, what happened? You know, it's a past tense. What happened in 1967? If it happened again, the Biafra, they would defeat Nigeria. What happened in 1967? If it happened again, I want to be advising our brothers that they want to be using to, they want to use it for sacrifice, particularly Nigerian army and police. And you know, we have some stupid politicians that don't know because Opus or Dima, that your own is done. As many governors supported the killing us, just wait, your own is coming. As many of our traditional rulers who never speak about when things were rough with us, your own is coming. That's why I've told Benin people, all those here, let me not just go there, sir, because anytime I think about all those Benin aliens, I always wonder, how did God create these people? Imagine you cannot even play Oracle and see what is coming. You cannot play Oracle and see what is coming. No, that wasn't why. No, you cannot consult oracle. Okay, your oracle not they tell you say, man, your kingdom is finished. Now, if what happened in 1967 happened again, Nigeria will be wiped up even from the map. Save this video. Save this video. If what happened in 1967 happened again, do you know what's going to happen to these people? Because when we are saying Nigerian, a lot of you that are sticky politicians, you are the Nigerian we are talking about. And I assure you today, Britain don't even have OCC to even fight anybody. The problem of Britain, they are already calling for my rescue, because the only way they are calling for my rescue right now, the cost I've laid on them. Let me just jump that and tell you what's happening to Britain recently. Britain, their track, 500,000 workers demanded fair pay 3 days ago here. The highest in the history of Britain. When did that lele cost for? I know, my follower, please. If you know we not sunu gbera, why am I ladian? Mona no kill me for my palm and my hand. Why be me you mo born now? Huh? You are saying, okay, look at what una. Let me just introduce all this thing. Let's just go there. Let me tell you what una the KANU told you about your naira. That the day will come, you will go to your bank and you cannot be able to take money. Una the KANU said it's 2021. That was when una the KANU said it. Let me take it from Facebook. Una the KANU told you about it. Now that was 17th June 2021. He told you about it, but did you listen? I don't know why you people you set it. I've ever warned you. Anytime you see a freedom fighter, respect them. We are not talking about Benin alien who are commercial activists. Do you think I'm a man pleaser? Why do you think I was talking to Wanoko and said they would destroy him? You think I'm allowed to talk? Okay, I'm joking. Don't take issue of us saying why I've said that I've not come to pass. I don't know why you guys are using sentiment. Why do you think I'm allowed? You think I come to Europe to come and mold blood the way you are? This was the reason why I came. And if you ask me why did it take more years? Why did God allow me to stay 40 years away from Egypt, from the palace, before he called him again after 40 years? So I always want to ask her wherever question you want to ask. That's how God wants it. That's how God wants it. He said, "Day will come." This was doing the KANU in 17th of June 2001. He said, "A day will come when you will look for your money in Nigerian banks, but you will not be able to access it." What's happening to you today? Then we are back here. Why are you not the KANU get out of you? Where are you not the KANU? Where are you not the KANU? Now, if you are very spiritual enough, you'll be able to know your deliverer. That's why I told you before, if you despise your Moses, you will die in the wilderness. The reason why the children of Israel followed Moses, because they were aware. What God fed of all open your eye for you to see your Savior. Benin alien never knew I was sent to come and deliver them. That's why today they are pains. They never knew. They despised me. They never also understand that God personally chose Noah, because Noah in his character was very fair in his character. He know the province was Noah. If you read the book of Genesis chapter 6, you go to verse 8 there. He said Noah found grace in the sight of God. Why did he find grace? Because in his province, he was the man that believed on salvation for humanity. That was why God gave Noah that commitment, build an ark. The reason why God called me out of the old Benin alien, my son preached the gospel, not the gospel. There was a purpose for it. I don't really. Do what the KANU said? He said, but what is happening to? Do you have money to? Can you withdraw money now? Can you withdraw money? No, tell me, can your father and your mother in Nigeria, can they withdraw money? They cannot withdraw money. They can't withdraw money. I don't really know. You are waiting for one this thing, the janja with the Beckham Palace stroke Vatican City created to come and tell you, long be Jesus. To come and tell you this. How is he going to tell you? It's someone that was sent to come and deceive you and put you into mental slavery. Is to deliver it. That's why when we speak, you don't believe. When did that cost UK here? The highest strike that have ever, for their history, it have never happened once. Now 3 days ago it happened. So for Nigeria that is thinking, the Biafra have already declared we don't need the election in our land, and all these fake OB supporters, you don't know what you are doing. And I've come here to come and explain to you, logically or vis-a-vis, the very day you start saying you want to be, automatically, your ideology is supposed to run with the one of Biafrans. You are supposed to start praying for MAZI the KANU, because what this man stands for is for salvation, for humanity and redemption, that all our life will be good. Now, why are you voting OB? Why will somebody that want people, are you kidding me? This idiot and here, I saw him even scolding other people, and you think I doesn't know you are supporting opposition. You are more be stupid. Why must you be saying that? Keep on boggling people. Now, I told us some days ago here that Peter Obi, the reason why Peter Obi's name is used, is being used as a catalyst or as a force to announce to the world that we are tired of the Nigeria. It is Nigeria you are tired of. If you are tired of, because Nigeria is PDP and APC and all these sticky politicians. So the very day you now start saying Obi, automatically you are advocating what I need. And I have the right to tell you, say, I will tell you tomorrow, don't go and vote. It is my right to tell you, because you don't go to count. So the problem of Nigeria as we speak will never be solved by your PVC. Nobody have told you that. The problem in Nigeria can never be solved by PVC. Now, election cannot fix what is wrong with Nigeria. Election cannot fix it. Only what can fix it is the word of the KANU. I will not attract the glory to myself, because this idiotic man in America, we are, every one of us that is praying, we are supposed to, after we will say, God, bless the KANU, God of the KANU, come and bless us. He may not be as holy. He may have 1 or 2 sins he's also committing. But there is something unique about that man, this very struggle that he brought. Let's assume the newborn arm when the Biafra was starting. But he go back to the drawing board and read history. The same way I read about what happened to this thing. Nobody told me about the story we were invaded. I know myself. That's why today I praise people who can tell us all about it. I don't really know it. But vis-a-vis, if I must be clear with you, it has been demonic right from time. We have been used. And I'm tired of it. I don't want to know what the Denobo did. How many he had the sacrifice? No. All I know, they invaded us, and it's true. The records are out there. So if any one of us must even come to a land and start fighting for freedom without remembering a man who has sacrificed so much for us. Imagine, look at it today. Just a story that was purported many years ago. Today we are losing emotion. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. You are praising somebody that can never put food on your table. I uploaded this thing again recently. That even what you have in your head is a lot of format. I have not seen it. Oh God. The topic is very, that's why I come out every day, but there are times. Because the thing is much. And I don't want to skip anyone. The thing is very, very much. Let me show you the one of Robert Powell. Before we just begin to do it again. This is Robert Powell. This is the picture a lot of us have in our head today. This is Robert Powell. This is what a lot of you know as Jesus. I was the first Edo man, or Idu son, who brought it out and said this thing is fake. They don't know about him. What my people do, they don't know how to. Shit, man. I don't know. Now, let me read it to you. He said Robert Powell, who acted as Jesus Christ, said, I keep saying, this is Robert Powell speaking right now, he's in London. I keep saying, and I repeat it to the world, since 1977, I am not Jesus Christ. I am simply an actor, a British comedian, and I'm tired of seeing my photos in places of worship and houses. I just made a movie to end my life, so people stop worshiping me instead of God. He told you. People today, they still have this intonation. That's what. Hey. That's what I came out last year. I declared to all of you, we once have made the mistakes. Even when I've already know that this man is not real, he's not that, you know. I came out and said it openly to you. I'm no longer in the body of Christ. That was how sincere I would be. I told you, oh, I mean, you not come say why you not could tell us. Now, none of our father could tell. Nobody told me that. I searched my conscience. If really this thing is real, why will it? Okay, let's assume Rasinoa acted whatever. Should we not be using picture of Rasinoa to start and have such a thing in our brain? Or have such a mindset? That will go answer a prayer. They are not begin to say, now you want to go and meet your father. They write the name of your father, but another person's picture. It's contradicting. You say, this but the picture is not my father. Something will happen. Now, this is the image you have in your head that makes your prayer not ever, and you will never get any prayer apart from calamity. Don't know if we are seeing it. This is the picture you have in your head. Up to now, most of you know it. What we know at Jesus is just ordinary film. Now, who purported the plan? And what was the reason for it? So that anytime a freedom fighter comes to come and tell you, talk to you, don't listen. That's not where we are going, but I just try to do so many topics in one very particular video. Now, election cannot fit what is wrong with Nigeria. That is gone. Revolution is loading. Nothing can stop what is coming. A new nation is about to be born. If you like, you take it. If you don't like, forget about it. A new nation will be born. Yayo. Yayo ma mama gbera o yayo. Ogbe ayayi gogo yayi return yayo. Yayo ma mama gbera o yayo. If you like, you believe. Thank God we are not doing what we are doing because we want to do monetization. And I do not thank God that God has been sustaining me. Even the people that Facebook pay, but right from time, even they insult YouTube, if not someone will pay me, now God will punish you. I don't need that because I believe that your life is more precious to me. That is my belief right from the one. Ever since I tell me that, that's why I don't jealousy people. Now, let's go down a little bit. Transition to global greatness is sure for as many that are ready. Nigerian government tries as much as you can to secure and protect His Excellency MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. Now, when I talk about Nigerian government, I mean those top politicians. We know them because there is no one specific person that is Nigerian. Nigerian government simply mean when we are talking about Nigerian government, we are talking about this Osho Mumu, Osho idiot, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Wike, Atiku, Abubakar, and Tinubu and the rest. So the rest of that person that are hiding, we don't know them. Now they'll come go confess and later. Now, if for example, Shomola is alive, now it really meant well for you, for example. Why is he not talking about the injustice that's happening in your country? If to say for you're one idiot, really stand for salvation and for humanity and redemption, why are they not talking about the excessive killing we are passing through in our society? Why is it that it's still artifact all the way? Why is it still like that? Those are the Nigerians we are talking about. So they should be very, very careful. They should make sure with our attention. Take care of Nnamdi Kanu because what is coming for you, you can't withstand it. You can't withstand it. For those of you that have not known, are you aware that Benjamin Netanyahu let me just we don't have time for that right now. Those are distractions. We don't give them attention rather than to just block them and go. It's most of you, maybe he's vaccinated, that's how they speak. And I never go there now. I'm coming to come and eat boy you do the thing with them. That very boy, so he ended no nanotech. Oh, that's how they behave. Now, the thing is this. A lot of you that do follow news, you are aware that Benjamin Netanyahu, the former prime minister of Israel, is back. Now, I was watching about the recent crisis between them and the Palestinians recently, about what happened. There was mass shooting in Jerusalem. And he gave go ahead that anybody can enter streets, whatever it is that happened, protect yourself, you know. Then I was now wondering, How did this man come back? What's the man trying to do? Does he have any assignment to fulfill? Then my mind begin to tell me the reason why he comes back for Nigeria. For those of you that have not know, Benjamin, no country can dare drain the world. That, a lot of people will say, God, Umiemi no devagmos aloboa, kasarama satakata, obia sakbo, ohiabe sakbo. Benjamin Netanyahu is back. Benjamin Netanyahu is back. God bless you, MAZI una the KANU. No, that man is an hero. I know Edo Alien tried to, castigate a lot of people because he speaks the truth. Truth tellers always have enemies. They have a lot of enemies. They hardly get friends. That's why it comes to a time I was almost becoming an outcast. Until God began to send important people to my life. Particularly, I thank God for the Mother Goddess, who went up looking for this. It's like, according to the story, when Jesus Christ was born, that 3 wise men came from the east to visit him, to pay the mother and the father a visit. That was what happened to this very activism you see me do today. It comes to a time, to the extent the board of trustees. Why? Because I'm talking about Biafra. And Biafra is the only solution. Nigeria must be divided. Election will never face that country. I didn't say you shouldn't vote. I'm not against your voting. Just go and vote, but it too can't. We know what we are doing. If you like, you believe. If you don't, forget about it. I told you about Australia one time, that Australia is going to become a Republican state. I told you about Australia, that Australia is going to become, 3 days ago here. This is Sky News. Australia have already announced that they are to remove the monarchy head. Australia to remove British monarchy from his banknotes. Australia. Did I tell you yes or no? I'm asking a Dirty Thomas or a cooperative theorist. Please let me be seeing your love and life. You are our true follower here. We said this before. You know they happen first. Everything I've told you will happen. Everything I've told you. Everything I've told you here will happen. Because I'm on media on a special assignment. I'm not on media to come and make you feel hairy. I'm not on media just to come and monetize. No. I'm not on media like that. Did I told you? Even our data with the useless in Australia, they don't know what to happen. And you guys in Canada should also be getting ready. Now we the run now. That's why I don't lay curse on anything. I lay curse on nations. And that nation here, they bring me over. Or in our life, it means if we do UK, we are going now. UK me over now. This tribe that happened recently, the history of my son there. UK is the economic crisis of UK past Nigeria. Now Australia make it open. We are dropping you. Una king. I tell you that time I'm a conspiracy theorist. I accept. I be mumu. Why not go be mumu before? Everything I've come to pass. Any name you call me now, yes, I'll call it to myself. Yes, what? Yeah, I can't be ravi you. Yeah, I'm talking rubbish. But how your body they do you now? Do you have nanotech or not? Is the injection good to your system? Almost what? Now we've already talked about this in the history. Yes, declare your identity before it's too late. There are most of us that say I didn't identity. I think I made this one open before I started the broadcast. You are afraid to share a video because fear of the unknown. And even the people you are afraid of, they are even praying and please, God, touch Newton's heart to forgive us. I hardly forgive. That's why I hardly offend people. I hardly forgive. That's why I hardly offend people. I know they offend anybody. I day my day. Even the people now, you are cursing of them not to share a video. Because the name una the KANU Oyomba. Don't know why I tell Oyomba. Even Peter B is going to be worse. Peter B is going to be worse because if at all it's going to bring a lot of laws that you people will never like. So I'm already seeing him as Ogyompa number 1 ahead. So you guys don't need development. But wait what is coming for you. As many of you that is indicting this very problem, you want these very people, you are telling us fake history, that these people should not be liberated. Just wait. If no can't a joke one who man throw in Nigeria say, men Nigeria do anyhow this time. Near the Tenokwan or near the Temi Russia you way. A joke one who man to boy throw in Nigeria. Let Nigeria try nonsense again. Because you guys unleash about 3.5 million people were just killed. All today, none of you feel remorse about it. And these people is still demanding for their freedom. You have the country to say no freedom for them. And they want to deceive with the election. Most of the guys you are seeing that follow him, it is a party that is for pumping it. They want to be carried away so that you don't talk about the system. I'm only the Nigerians that talk about the system. None of them, they are carried away. The system is the problem you have. And this system is what makes you now the kind of form ESM. How can a country be like this? Even America have not been able to get it right through election. Revolution is already in America already. If you don't know now, know as well. Revolution is happening in America already. It's happening in Peru. It's happening in Peru as we speak. Brazil, it is happening. It's happening already. If you look at most countries today, there are some of them. Pakistan right now, civil war may be happening in Pakistan as we speak. Civil war may happen in Pakistan before the year ending, if care is not taken. So it is not only in your country that have this very problem, and all of them have already put in a proactive measure on how they are going to solve these shenanigans. So there is no country election are fixed. Even Brazilians own the same Dominion voting machine they use in rigging the American election. The same thing they use. These same people, it is 13 bloodline and they control this world. Who they say may rule, now they rule. Who tell you election will fix Nigeria? Who told you that? You are losing emotion. All of them coming, hey, if you see, hey, they have just scattered. Have you not been seeing it before? Have they not been campaigning? My dear, only what will end it. The system need to be shut down. I told you the other time, if you want to be using quadratic equation, almighty formula, or some maintenance equation to divide Nigeria, please do. Election have not been able to fix up any country. As big as America, not be election fix America. All what you see they happen. So all the intel where they give you, not be election 1 feet Australia. I told you that time, New Zealand Prime Minister, that woman, she's already resigned. They are having election. They are having the election in October. We are also going to allow them, except maybe they don't card the cabal right now. We are also going to allow them to ring the election so that make the bad people for come out. Make we forecast the bad people. That's why we permit election right now. So Nigeria's zone will not be different. So if these people say they need their freedom, that's why a lot of people that don't understand think I'm doing whatever thing I'm doing, my personal self-interest. No. My activism is, I do it from two perspectives. Now, a lot of people don't really understand my plight. The reason why I was always telling you about Obi, I told you several times, but it's not all about Peter and Obi. It's all about this name will be projected, and the only name right now we can use that can give you a conviction. That was why I came out here. Be obedient. It's not all about Peter that was one fair rule in Anambra. No. Be obedient so that you will be awakened about the situation we are facing in our country is bad. And I'm happy today that all of you are tired of Nigeria. It's just that for you to come right now, most of you have insulted who you are not supposed to insult. Call people Ogyompa, you are not supposed to call Ogyompa because you are senseless. You don't fight freedom with sentiment. The same people right now, when the freedom come tomorrow, they will send their boy, please so go and tell this person sorry. What they go use you to buy. That's what we are going to be seeing tomorrow. So it's not all about Peter and that. Peter Obi and that. It's all about you being aware that Nigeria is not for you. Nigeria is not for you. Now we have a life that we were living before Nigeria were created in 1914. Before they joined us together. I told you that we were the Southern Protectorate. Why did all the rest of them were the Northern Protectorate? Now Nigeria were sold in 1899. That was when Nigeria was sold. No, I think 80 now, so 80 now. That was Nigeria were sold. Now, why did they sell Nigeria? How will you sell a country? Because we don't have a leader who is always on forefront. That's why today, if you see our legislatives, they don't bother care about whatever thing that is happening to anybody. If I thought we have a very good constitution, we have House of Rep that is good. By now, they'll be talking about NNAMDI KANU. What kind of country are we living? Court have said, tell somebody decide and acquitted. Why are you still holding him? You're surprised that all these politicians, they are campaigning here and there. They are not talking about NNAMDI KANU. Why are they not talking about the man? And what does the man stand for? Now, tell me what the difference between NNAMDI KANU and the Peter Obi? If NNAMDI KANU have succeeded, you will be enjoying Nigeria today. Because this man, in me, whatever thing is doing, how many politicians have prophesied, have given prophecy and they come to pass about Nigeria? It is only the born activists, fella, have given prophecy that come to pass in Nigeria. I'm talking about the people in media we know. NNAMDI KANU has spoken everything that is happening in Nigeria today. Why do we refuse to listen to him? We refuse to listen as a result of, you know me. Why do we like playing politics? Why do we like playing politics? That's our problem. You are just growing up, a boy that was supposed to be a patriot, you are making yourself a politician. You are still campaigning. You don't even know what you are doing. But when the injection issue came, why didn't you use your platform? Because injection issue, they are going to block your Facebook the way they block mine. They will block it. They didn't speak about it. Does that mean it is good? Most of them, their own blood cousin have died because of this injection. They are still keeping quiet to that as if it is well. Why is it not that Peter Obi? Let nobody deceive you. Your election, I didn't say you shouldn't go and vote. I'm not encouraging you about that. Just go and also learn how to vote, but it's not going to count. Opus or Dima will never allow you to win whatever. The governor that is in Anambra will never allow you to win Anambra. Boy, will never allow you to win. Not that you are not going to come, you are going to come out. And the reason why you always see a lot of crowd, people want to feel belong. I was the part of the people that changed Nigeria. But if we did them, they sold up their PVC already. Okay, why is Edo alien? We have a lot of Edo alien today. Who are they supporting? Why are they not declaring that? Are you just surprised? No. Did they stand for a good society? Yes or no? Why are they not? Because they tend to say that this one is saying, you know, I'm not affiliated, I'm not supposed to be a politician. I'm a CEO and so idiotic CEO or whatever. No, it's not all about that. When it comes for time for revolution, everybody fight revolution. I see Kanuwako the other day. I'm not supporting anybody. We're not make Bekun or common on mama. Kanuwako wa let me we. I'm not for. Are you know enough to lead revolution? I lead the situation must change. Right now, do you know what he's trying to do? In case of when PDP and APC win tomorrow, they can still invite them and go and eat tteokbokki or they used to eat. I have a platform. I'm not supposed to, but what I stand for is salvation for humanity. Whatever thing that will make our life to be better. Now, what about the people that is doing it? This is how they play their games. You see a lot of artists today. They are not even endorsing Peter Obi. It's not all about the Peter and Obi. Get it clear. It's all about you want Nigeria to change or you want Nigeria to be divided. Now, the people doing it, they now know the best formula they are going to use. They might use almighty formula. You hear most of our brothers are already declaring that, look at what's going to happen. They are doing countdown. You think he's a fool? I think I was the one that let Igbo people know that you have a Joshua. He's the Joshua. And Joshua was the one. Oh, let the children of Israel to the promised land. He's your Joshua. I have not spoken with him. If I don't spoke with him, maybe he will kill me. I have not spoken. I don't even know him. The way you see him on media is the way I say, but he's the Joshua. That's what God told me. And God not the lie. He's the Joshua. You know, there are people that may be big in size, but they are just little in brain. He's the Joshua. That's why no matter whatever thing you do, if you like put bounty of 20 trillion in his head, you can't carry him. He go nowhere. He's the Joshua. Nigeria cannot touch him. He's a trap. Go and touch him. Go and touch him. You can't touch him. Did anything happen to Joshua? When Moses were now no more, Moses never even died this time. God said, may go look this thing. Let everyone assume he took some other year before Moses died. Or he was now wallowing because God, he now intended to obey what God said. But did Joshua succeeded, yes or no? He succeeded. It's the Joshua. But because we are too archaic and we are low thinkers, we don't understand anything. That was why Benin Alien today, they are still seeing me at the way they see their useless husband at home and their stupid celebrity. That's how they see me. When I did birthday last, nobody, most of the people in the useless Benin, they did celebrate me. But you celebrated me because there's something you see about me. That's why if people clap for you, don't be carried away, because if I check all these Benin celebrities, they don't reach one of my finger, because what they stand for, what you stand for is what moves me. What moved me today, Battle na the KANU, I know what it stands for. He's not doing what he's doing because of his personal selfish interest. He loves humanity. The same way Putin loves humanity. He loves humanity. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. He may have other shortcomings. If he do, if you give him free, I don't judge man towards that. After all, Isaiah chapter 4, who want me can come to pass? Now you want me can come to pass? I don't judge people from that perspective. But I value you when you hold on to something, and that something is not going to benefit you alone. You are not doing it to your personal selfish interest. Where this man for come win every reasonable person heart. Now when they can't give him money, British government can't give him money, say, we want to make you live Biafra struggle. May we give you money? Say no. He said some time ago, he told the Biafran people, he said, I will not disappoint you, you'll be the one to disappoint. Now really, we have useless DOS today who doesn't even know what is coming. But you are a DOS, a directorate of state. They don't know what is coming. What I know about Biafra, I know they say. Some useless DOS don't know. And they don't even know what is coming. That's why today you are supporting Nnamdi Kanu. You have Nnamdi Kanu picture in your profile. You are fighting Joshua. It shows that you are your head in Magbana. That is to say you are doing this in your personal selfish interest. It takes the grace of God for you to fight and get the gain. That was why some people, after they are getting closer to the promised land, something will make them to lose the grip. This was the same thing they did to Moses. Moses from the one were very humble when it comes to the things of God. But they started all this they started putting pressure, unnecessary pressure on him. They started putting pressure on him. What we were supposed to do like this, he will do the other side. He was supposed to carry the children of Israel and pray. He can't go to hit the rock. Because of the pressure, we need water. We need water. That's why I'm urging you, if you are fighting for freedom, for black people, be very, very careful. It have happened to me. Imagine a board of procedure rose up. I went to go and insult my personal man in Madrid. He started insulting them in a different platform. What did I do? Because I supported Biafra. Who told you that Biafra is if Igbo people are enemy to Edo people? We are brothers. Igbo man break your heart, why come everywhere? It's your personal problem. Or Igbo him a banner, or Igbo boy, he, my close friend, we grew up together. I supported him with my own little way, with the wisdom God gave to me. I never envy him. He was already controlling his own stuff. Me, they do job. I never bother anybody. But he sold my vanette and took the money. But today, I've had one day say Igbo people is bad. Some person have also hurted me. Today, I've ever said son is bad. No. These people, they are in everywhere. Edo people are also there. Your brother can hurt you tomorrow. Look at what happened to Joseph. It was his brother sold him. So my maturity have grown beyond using, castigating everybody because of one person. No, I don't do that. Now, they all split out. That's why you see some are kept Benin alien. Any person that you see that is insulting Biafra, check it very well. Either the person is just being carried away. He maybe he couldn't really hold what the person did to him. But there are people that are just born stupid. They are in Edo State. They are naturally wicked and naturally stupid. Only the people they know how to insult. Biafra leaders and Governor Obaseki. But when they have problems, they have locks in their eye, they can't remove it. A society whereby to speak the truth. And if you want to make Nigeria to be great, or you want to make your country to be great, let it first of all start from your mind. Start doing some certain correction from your localities. The development, all these are some of the people that doesn't know what is coming for them. Let me just blow that one away. They don't know what is coming for them. He's even vaccinated. That's how they speak. They're always furious. Or they know that everybody will die. We will not die, no. We will live. We will not die, we will live. Now, let me just really reason it. Some are not ready for election. Some are not ready for election, which is true. All colonial yoke and enslavement must end, which is already ending already. The feasting of your country must start with you. Learn to speak the truth from your various localities. What has been your contribution to the well-being of your nation? These are some of the questions we need to start asking ourselves. What have been your contribution to the well-being of your nation? Now we want our society to be great. Nigeria did not just spoil from Abuja. It spoiled from you as an individual. It spoiled from inside your matrimonial home. It spoiled from the way you treat your friends when they do business with you. It spoiled from the very day you start instigating, you start supporting some traditional rulers against the people. That is Nigeria. We don't need such system. He said, DOS is why. DOS don't even know what is coming. If DOS is why are they fighting Joshua? If DOS is wise as you claim, why are they fighting? They don't know what is coming. That's just the truth. They don't know what is coming. And who saw that do not the KANU? And the DOS be able to investigate it. That's why, if I'm talking to you, I do not talk to you based on how many you are. I'm just alone. And God will bear me witness. We have useless DOS. DOS is the problem we have today. Because the one that they are already Directorate of State, nobody will ever be above them. Joshua was a little boy in the hand of Moses. Joshua was a little boy. He was like, let me not use the word servant. No, I think it's not a slave anyway. He was like a mass server or a boy to Moses. When God told Moses, you cannot continue this very journey. You know, on twice occasion, you disobey me and you didn't do according to my instructions. You can't move. You will see the promised land, but you will not enter. Then Moses told God, say, God, select a leader. God can't say, make it choose by himself. He can't choose Joshua. He said, make it anoint him. It was the anointing in the life of Moses that Moses gave to Joshua that make him succeed. It is that anointing. That was how you said it now. What I said about injection, how your body they do you now, vaccinated moron. You will soon die now. It's coming for you. This was how you people were always coming. People cannot kill everybody, but wait for it. Wait on how you see Biafra going to be announced. Wait on how Benjamin Netanyahu will come on their live stream program and say, any person that thought the Biafra enter trouble, they don't test for now. Join Nigeria and beat your brothers. You don't know what is coming for you. You don't know how ready are your brothers now because you be fool. You don't know what is coming. You are still using politics. You are still playing politics with your life. You don't got time for politics. If you are really sensible and check what is happening in the world today, God get hand for each of these things where they happen. That's why what we all have do or we you good guys, you don't even know what is coming for you. You think I'm here for politics? I'm not here playing politics. I didn't say you should vote for me. Did you think it's all about to write comment? Your papa and your mama go meet them soon. Don't go and think what is coming for you. Now, why will you still be fighting yourself by now if 3.5 million of you were killed? Nobody sat me down and began to tell me the issue of Biafra. I read it myself. I said it myself. I concluded by myself that these people, they are really wicked. You are part of the problem that we have today. A lot of people did not know you are part of the problem. And do you think when Moses selected Joshua, it was everybody that loved Joshua? I don't even want you to love me. Leave Samuel Ekman. Samuel Ekman is going to give you Biafra soon. Your guy, before his war arrested, you have already built up his allies. You don't know the meaning of allies. You doesn't know the meaning of our life or Zuo, Akbar. Imagine you are supporting a man, you doesn't know how it's going to end. How did I know about your trouble? Am I from Biafra land? Okay, which country I know they talk about? Now, before you start commenting here, first of all, go and check my antecedents penales first. Or whom I am. I pick up people's problems, the best I can do, I will do for them. That is what I do. I pick up problem, the one I can. If all Nigerians have the kind of mind I have, by now Nigeria will be good. What makes me to go to protest in Brussels in 2017? Is it not for a better Nigeria? If not, this should match in America. 11 was supposed to be higher than Peter Obi, so today, now in the sharp Peter Obi na small pikin for where he dey. I know the potential that man has. What make us to go and do protest? A man does not collect his wife. They did not fight his mother in the village. We went there because of what we've already seen, the problem of Nigeria before Peter Obi. This man in America have already seen the problem of Nigeria before Peter Obi. Now, what makes him to lose the grip? And people like Kunana, they encourage him. Hey, you cannot correct a friend when a friend is going astray. That was why when I started my activism, I told all my members, I need a coach. I doesn't need fan. Fan, even when you are losing, they keep on chanting for you. Oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, because that is what fans are paid to do. But coach, even when you make a goal, you say, no, you would have used Shagalo for you to get the golden boot. And I have coaches around me. At times, there are programs, total. That language you use, I have to explain myself. This is not the real meaning, but try and tell people what they will understand. That is coach. Today I like myself. The only place you will feel I have problem now I do alien, and before I come there, don't die. Just watch out and see as many people not here born in me. You will not stay alive. I hardly offend people. I'm doing what I'm doing, it has not affected me. Salvation for humanity, what I stand for. And that is it. So we want to always do something that will make heaven and earth to like us. If you like, insult me during the comment. But what is coming, even the Jesus Christ you are calling today, make Jesus Christ head key some of you. Now, I'm no longer talking about this anyway. You've already said you are not talking to me. That one is gone. Now, the people that was there when he asked for water, when he asked for water in the cross of Calvary, would they not give you vinegar? But today, look at the whole generation in Edo State. In Africa as a whole, they are running to meet the same man. Which, if their papa, with their own father were there, their papa, Edo alien, were the one that gave Jesus Christ vinegar. But why is their children today running to him to save them? So that is life for you. That is life for you. So I'm not moved by whatever thing you say. I know a lot of people start losing emotion. Why we need to say election will not fix Nigeria, my dear? We have been doing election will not fix Nigeria. Go and think. This is how they do it every year. Maybe you are just coming into politics. You have not been there before. The people that campaign, they know what they are looking for. Any youth you see now from Edo State campaigning for Peter Obi, at the time Peter Obi did not recognize him, they are going to call him Ogyomba. Go and mark my word. Why is Obaseki having an enemy today? I ain't too surprised. I'm still only the one. The reason why I flogged Obaseki was the injection issue. I'm still only the one that is supporting Obaseki in the old diaspora. No one of them that have not insulted him. Even when I was expecting they are going to speak about this very narrative about the injection, because I know what was coming before you. Did they speak about it? Why did they hate the man? Because he refused to give them appointment. Why would you support somebody because they don't appreciate you then? I'm supporting good governance. That's what I stand for. No Biafra have called me. I know Samuel Ekman, go tell him, but God told me, Newty, this is the Joshua. You may not know, I was the first person that announced him as Joshua. That's what today the potentiality he has. After now the KANU is the second in command. He might have not been ordained, but he's the second in command. God bring him out. It is not easy. Let us say the truth. Nothing lasts forever, man. Let us say the truth. You want freedom, you go to get your freedom. That's why when I started talking about Donald Trump, nobody believed. Now, where did your help coming from? The whole help of the world is coming from Donald Trump and his allies. The whole help in the world today. They are the one controlling the world. Who created 76 years ago? Air Force were created. When Donald Trump came, he created Space Force. And what is the Space Force doing today? They are watching over you and I. If not, nanotech in my eye will 2011, the newspaper publication of the gate of hell was that the population by force, 2011, the newspaper that came out by the gate of hell was the population by force. Now who stopped it? Before this man left office, forget what Billy and Lane are saying. Please, if you must get better in life, don't follow Billy and Lane. Please, I'm begging you. They have followers, I know, but they leave all of them to doom. None of their members today can boldly, I can tell you, any of my members today that anything happens to, know that they don't listen to me. I'm ready to receive bullet for anybody. That's why I stand tall every day. My name is Tutik Minigun. Newton diseke eso no bale para kupo. Tell them like that, I told you. While the Agba resident number maybe going for to start area no. You say so. Kwake office na mako la otie do gwoge wa yan. Ni agbe omo gbe go. Na me dey run am. The anointing I have is not to intimidate anybody, but it's salvation for humanity now. It's clear. That is what I stand for. So now you know what they do for life. If by now you are still playing politics, whether you play politics or you don't play politics, so the life must go the way God has planned it. It is the set time for us to be liberated. Now let me tell you what happened with Congo recently. Last week, early this very week, Pope, we had to go to Congo. He want to also go and brainwash them. Do you know the podium he was supposed to use a day before he arrived that place? May 40 brainwash them because they are Illuminati whatever. The thing destroyed. The God of Africa is working. That's why if we must have a better, that's why churches must be crumbled. I think Obaseki have enacted the law now that all the churches should go and put some proof in there, whatever. That's not going to go. We are going to be closing churches in Benin. We are going to close it if we must have a better life. Go UK, go and mirror power so that they build church and be shouting blood. We don't need the blood in the Godomingo land. We don't need it. Who does that? You don't need it. So it's just a preliminary of what we are going to be seeing. It's not going to end put some proof. Your license, if I thought you have a license, that gospel going to preach and somewhere. It have not helped us. It take away our natural power and it take away our creative ability. So you people cannot keep on killing us with your useless tradition and be religion. Who does that? We are going to be going back to drawing board. The real you are the real owner in this earth. As a black man, are you now go hand over the key of this earth too? But because we don't know what you they do. I just read the story for you. What happened in 1977? What a man acted. This is the man you have been praying his name. What does that make you to be? Does that make you sensible? Or you think you are wise? Put whatever in such you want to put it, but what is coming, you cannot stop it. Were you able to stop injection? No, what is happening to you today or people around you? Can you stop it? Can you cure it? Were you able to stop it? This was how you guys started. This was how you guys started. Lost in emotion over anything. Somebody just came out now campaigning. They are making you to forget the sorrow of yesterday. You are carried away. You are not concerned about the system. The system was what make you now they cannot come out. Because the system is making the brown to suffer. It's making the dope people to migrate, to come and be doing BAG abroad. It is the system. It is the system. Nothing more. And that system must be shut down. The colonial yoke must be broken. Let them give you money. 4,000 alien cannot withstand me when it comes to activism. You can't, you can't. I'm giving you fact and figure. I give you reasons. If you want to tell me the reason why Moses succeeded, I will also tell you. If you want to tell me the reason why you are like this today, I will also tell you. Imagine we are doing one thing. Nothing is working. So anybody can talk whatever thing you want to say. But what is coming? You can't stop what is coming. If not we that have stopped nanotech, by now you for don't bust. When this OT started newly, I was talking about 5G. Only the Nigeria, it was God bless Pastor Chris. If you know you are a member of Christ Embassy, clap for yourself. You have a very good leader, not all those satanic worshippers. It was only me and his word that allied together about 5G network. That there was nothing like this sickness. It is the 5G radiation that was affecting people. And right now they also come out with 6G. No, for those of you, how body they do you today? then do you think it's bad to write comment? It's not bad to write comment. Your comment, what can it say? You cannot, what is coming, you can't stop it. When I told you, when I the kind of speed that time, it did not happen. This was how they were also commenting. They always go there and attack this very man. When he spoke in 17th of June, 2021, that the time we go to count the money you put in your bank, you can't be able to withdraw it. But can you withdraw your money now? Ain't you see that bandits have already gotten new Nigerian Naira note? Bandits have it inside the bush. Do you think Nigerian government, they love you? They want you to starve and die. They want to starve and die. Do you know what this is going to cost? This currency reset. Did I warn you about it, yes or no? Did I warn you about the currency reset? Then you are coming here losing emotion. You can attack your father and attack yourself. That's how people do it. But Jesus Christ you killed many years ago, his name is what you are using today. Italian people will always say, no me figa me miente. Eso no me interesa. Escribe lo que quiere. Espera un poco. No van a tardar mucho. Espera un poco. No van a tardar mucho. Espera solo un poquito. Un pelín. Falta un poco. Do you know the pain where pain pass? When you have somebody speaking and you call it, say, who is this very person? Now the pain pass. Pain is coming for you, not be joke. Pain is coming for you. 2020 when I was chatting, they are coming, oh, you have not helped yourself. Do you feel you have helped yourself? What is happening today now? But you that we are saying, I doesn't meet everybody. There are people who only got rejection because of their status quo or something. Why there are people that we are advertising it? That's the people I'm fighting with. We have them in UK, we have them in Canada. The people in UK, we are saying they were having fourth experience and third experience. But let them come and defend it today right now. Tell me one thing, put it in comment. I used to support it and no longer supporting it. Tell me one particular thing I used to do. And let me tell you so many millions of things that your brothers have been doing which they leave behind today. Because you don't hurt them. I'm not a man like that. I know if you go show you say road day here, where road not day. I'm a truthful person. That's why pray for me. Say new thing you will reap what you have sown. Not they call me fool. Fool even good. I will not fool myself for you. Not they call me mumu. Now mumu if you do this one. Now mumu if you do what I do so. I know where they are for mumu. My mumu they convenience you. That's why. You want me to be intelligent like you. I'm mumu in the other side. If we turn and I make come be the right person. So everything I've started, I must finish it. It's salvation for humanity, sacrosanct. Salvation for humanity, we must get it. No matter how you write. If what a man said that they locked up today, what has Obi said about Nigeria when he was in Anambra that have come to pass? Is it bad for Obi to see the problem of Nigeria when he was in Anambra state governor? Is it bad? Then I will start losing emotion like you. When I know that they are always shouting Peter Obi for their pay to be monetized. I don't know them. You know them past me. When we went for protests in Italy, what did they say? We went to go and say their brother that was to be deported, but then governor of Edo State signed a bilateral agreement that they have built a company in Edo State that they should deport their people. This very useless man in American Wamuri and then went to Togbuwa, because if Peter Obi supposed they call them. Or we all can be P or we tell Peter Obi I'll call him back. Or you don't know. He's supposed to be the MAZI of Edo State. That's why today we don't have a voice in Edo State apart from Olemi. Tell me on that voice that you are. Idian yes again Konoru. Not your oh imagine we are telling one be supporting Peter Obi. No, you don't want to say. No, we are telling Yomba what support Peter Obi. Who we might want me or my tell me. And what do you think Peter Obi is coming to come and do? To come and build you for Yomba? What are you people kidding me? Why? There are things I cannot say today. I cannot say right now because okay now. What can I go there? Or Siwa? It was Siwa. You know I'm your enemy for life. That one is clear. Although we're not working with, I'm not your friend. I'll make it clear. I will not say because you have food today, call me son. I'm not a son of a Edo. I'm a Godomingo son. That's why you have to identify yourself now. Declare your identity now before it's too late. For those of you do children from today, have it at the back of your mind. Who we Edo? Edo we are weaponized to put you into slavery. And don't be stupid. Trace back your ancestors, man. If you must get there, you have to trace back your ancestors. The world is turning upside down. I'm here giving you messages. You think I'm joking? Go and look out the messages I've dropped. Go and see calamity. Australia have already said right now, the monarchy head, Mama Iguale no tirima, wa here. When did I did I mention about the UK? A UK myogo. Mama na man a UK man. Swear. I'm not talking about the Nigerians that are there. They know what I'm saying. That's why they can't come for me. Do you think I'm just doing all this thing? See, go home and relax. They don't know where they. Or do you think they cannot arrest me? Oh, the wisdom. Now, I don't really know who asked this question. Now, the thing is, I'm not saying you shouldn't go and vote. Let me explain to a layman understanding. But have it at the back of your mind. Election cannot solve Nigerians' problem. Your vote will not solve Nigerians' problem. Now, if we can give more energy or build up our consciousness with the people that is coming to come and help us, then you're already in the line already. I will not be carried away because people are shouting Peter Obi. People don't shall follow Buhari. What did they get from Buhari administration? People don't shall follow Goodluck Jonathan. What did they get from Goodluck administration? So this is how they want to prepare you again now. Give the election to Peter Obi, for example. They will later use the Senate and House of Reps to impeach Peter Obi and put in again, install another government that will punish you to the lifetime. So we want it to be done once and for all. It is revolution that is loading. It is revolution. In Brazil, Bolsonaro couldn't get it at 5 million votes were glitched from Bolsonaro to Lula Silva. See, they do their installation in Brazil. Go and look at the conflict in Brazil. That's why I've told my Benin people, the good ones, go and mark gun medicine. Because you are going to go on the street. You are going to go on the street. Nigeria need to be broken. For those of you saying Nigeria, go and read about how they join you together. Go and read about how you, I don't know, are you people stupid? Go and look about how they join you together. If people can be saying Biafra, the name, and I saw this one, why not talk about the Nigeria? How they join you together? A Britain just came, a man from Great Britain, Freddie Lologard, he just came and said, now, because they've already sold Nigeria. They've already bought Nigeria already. That was why they have the country to join us together. We are not supposed to be together. Now, have you ever one day asked, why did they unleash on the Igbo people? Why Nigeria not feeling sorry about it? Why did they also unleash on you again in Lekki? This is the match of the Nigerian. And if we are talking about Nigeria, we are talking about the people, they are colonizer. We are talking about the people that gave them fake colony. Why are we not having the same human rights we have in the Janja with UK? Why are they not sending it to Nigeria? Why? Boy black, not be the black, or more boy UK also and Wulu. Why do you tie? The mobile wa delegate. I can lay cost on anybody. I don't even have the train to lay cost on you and as an individual. I lay cost on nation and all Lilian. Ibabo Fiakulele UK, Beor. What the heck? How can we just continue? All of you abroad, can you go home today? Is that one life? The UK that bought house in my city, all of them, they are relocating. Some are 80 years right now. Their children are telling them, Dad, come back home. They are selling their house cheap article. If I even have right now, I would have even buy. Can you go back home? Why is it that you always go home and buy one more ticket? Your house is 20 years now, only once you don't sleep on. Is that one life? That's what Nigerian will give to you. These people you are seeing on the forefront, let tomorrow come and Labour Party did not appreciate them. They will start speaking ill of them. We don't have patriots. We have too much politicians in Nigeria. That's why any person that does anything, as soon as a House of Rep member roof a school, they will start advertising that that person have done well. A House of Rep member was supposed to go and defend your constitution and draw government attention to what is happening in your locality. We need light, we need road. The youth need to be empowered. That's why they even borrow and take from their pocket to make sure you vote for them again. Tell me one particular thing they have been doing. Tell me any person that have done more than what the KANU have done. Tell me. If they don't allow you criticize him because the party no longer favoring him. At the time the party starts favoring, look at it. Today you are decamping, tomorrow you are decamping. The way they decamp in Nigeria, in other countries they don't decamp like that. They don't decamp like that. Even the politicians you are killing yourself for, they will cause tension right now in media. Before you know, they have a meeting where they kill children, adrenochrome, and child sacrifice. They'll still go and sacrifice together. That's why both of them, their mission is don't enter up to the Peter Obi. Is he not a politician? Does he not belong to their clique as a governor? What are you telling me? Somebody that will shut down the system is what we need. Not somebody that will get the highest vote. After the highest vote now, they don't let them damage you emotionally. It is now or never. It is now or never. If you like, go and do whatever thing you want to do. Me, I'm interested about the system. This very false narrative and false system, this colonial yoke must be broken. It's broken in Kenya, it's broken in Mali, it's broken in Burkina Faso, it's broken in everywhere. It's broken in everywhere. Look at how Peru president was removed. They put in the vice president as the president right now because of the system. 3 bloodlines, 3 families, now they control this whole war. Now they stop government. Your election are never one day count. They give it to people they want, who they want to make it win. Do you know what make them remove hand from Obaseki, whatever? It was an Igbo man who told Donald Trump about Obaseki that made them call the ambassador to Nigeria, ambassador in Nigeria, US ambassador. That now make them, he told all of them, if anything happened, all of you will be having a ban. That was why they couldn't rig Obaseki election. That was why they couldn't rig it. You don't know at times some of the things you do, there are people that are supporting you at the back. You think it's so bad that you were shouting. They would have rang it. They would have rang it. They told them, we want to see free and fair election in those states. Don't you see the problem Obaseki is having today? Because why? The system is still there. The system is still going to reflect again. If Obaseki leave and we did not also campaign to make sure we put in the next governor there, supported by our ancestors, the same thing will start happening again. How can traditional ruler have a private oil well? With what we have, are we supposed to be in abroad? Go and look at it today. Why was Obaseki name? But go and ask yourself that question. Because so many things trying to cut it. Don't do this again, don't do this again. How will a governor stop people that are dragging land with you? They name him a name. Then that is the system of Nigeria for you. So if Edo State is working towards hygiene right now, and we need a special hygiene, Peter Obi I've already said, I listened to one of his interviews. He said Nigeria is for you. You have your own role to play. Your own role to talk about the system. You don't even know. Your own make you install and put on for that Ashoros chair there. But he have people to do meeting with. Senior president, who is he? Who is senior president? Did you as a Labour Party member today have a senator already? The same senator, are they not going to go and drink blood with Social Mole? Please tell senior president not to sign this thing with the president or let's impeach him. Why did you think Obaseki did not inaugurate House of Assembly member on time? Or Somole would have used House of Assembly member to impeach Obaseki. A lot of you did not know what we, if you are talking about, don't lose emotion towards anything. Don't let anybody deceive you. Hey, he does settle. Now, but like that, we are talking about the system. The system is where you have problem. Now, who campaign? Who want to say that? Do you think it was Buhari man to only come and kill you? Now, why did they even know after Buhari's death? Why Britain not come reprove and say Buhari never died? Say, if they reprove, they do DNA reproof, say Buhari, it go stop Biafra agitation. Which one would have been more easier? Is it to reproof, say Buhari dey alive, or to come to give them billions of dollars made drop Biafra agitation? Man, they go and think. Man, they go and think. We should all go to the drawing book and think. Some people, any bad comment you see there, not that the person is just there because what happened to this nanotech in their system, it made their brain to malfunction. Any comment you see here upon how I've been able to make this topic to be very broad, but I see nothing that will be upsetting anybody here. If you are seeing any, if you are seeing any comment that is unusual, I don't know that the person is dead his number. He has something in his brain that is making his brain to malfunction because this very thing cause myocarditis. Bill Gates have already agreed. George Soros have agreed. Dr. Antonio Fauci have agreed. He agreed in the concurrent in the Congress House. So who have not agreed? WHO have agreed. FDA have agreed. CDC, they told us last year to start making preparation to contain the zombies. That's good. They're going to be zombies apocalypse. So you can be seeing them through comment. They don't think well. So don't really look at comment. Let them misbehave. Their days are numbered. It's overreacting people's system. You don't mind them. So the leader that me myself I prefer, a leader that stands for salvation for humanity. You don't just come here and begin to entice us. The same thing. Now was election and is it today you start election? What has election put right for you? You know, say you get one parable for my place. Let me speak it here. They say, who say made them put pot for fire? Now they hungry. No way I'm me that I say it true right now, you are going to see me as a bad person. But the person that is always shouting you be, I didn't say you shouldn't go and vote. Get me clear. There is no that thing you can do right now apart from to vote. But have the mindset that the system is what you are voting against. Not Peter Obi and Dati. Because all of them, they are the same. The system is going to change it. That's why I told you, my activism is what is going to save Nigeria. Not your vote will not save Nigeria. Because you will be voting. Do you think it's Buhari's mind to start killing you? Why did Britain purported the plan after they know that Buhari don't pay me? They clone a different one and give to you. Why they not sue now the KANU say for defamation of character? So okay, right now do it public notice. Buhari's alive. Why are you saying he's dead? Then tomorrow now you tell me that the real badding that's in America. Because you are as well. That's what you're going to tell me. That's the real badding. Akun badding in America na mu wanoji. A badding akun na make na mu wa. Ain't you see what's happening to Hunter's badding? Oh, we are nothing. Have you seen the crime he's committing? Why are we still leaving him there? Ni ma make na me bo no say Donald Trump make na combat 2024. If you are sure to you guys in America, you want me. So he might come you people are senseless. That's why we are gradually treating you gradually. So that the man can come again and finish up his work. Do you think that is the commander of the military? Why Pentagon not recognize him? Oh, Zumoron. Is he recognized by Pentagon? Is he recognized by Pentagon? You think I'm your mate? The information I have, you will go to university, Oxford. Go to California University, you cannot, you can't get it. Because we are like the washing cloth. Dove no fit no one. Is body recognized by Pentagon? Is it recognized by Pentagon? No, put it there. Or Mumu. You are here fooling yourself. What you are watching is film. What you are watching is film. Is what you are watching. We put bad in dynamic and no jagon. That's why today we are arresting all of you. You are going. No they way flat, not they go Guantanamo. If I tell you now, say Larry Clinton have been in 2018, why would you not come with Larry Clinton? Why would you now? Are you going to believe? You won't believe because you are dirty Thomas. Are you going to believe that? Now I hate people who don't want to learn. You don't feel the way you are seeing everything that's the same way it is. No, it's not like that. It's not like that. You are seeing things because this is what they want you to see. Why are they concentrating today on war in Ukraine? We are finished what we are doing in Ukraine. The Kazera Mafia have been arrested. The Baolab in Ukraine, about 38 have been destroyed. The daughters, some of them were executed at a gunpoint. They executed all of them. That brought up this very nonsense. Why was Ukraine created in 1991 and they refused to give them border license? You don't think this is where the problem we have? Or till you remove this Jesus Christ, we do it from your head. Black people don't think. That was how we both today. They overtake us in everything. Look at religion we are carrying. They're not the carrying. Obama will not hear what I'm saying right now. That's me. He go believe why? Because if you say not true. Because you doesn't have conscience. Your conscience is not with you. Or you just know why that guy they talk like that. We are not created together. You yourself, you came to abroad to come and mold block. That was in my mission. I'm doing my mission right now. The will of my Father which is in heaven. That's the will of God I'm doing. How can I, very what my mission in life does to come more blocks and I conclude there? What happened to about the rest of the people? Even the Bible that was written down in the book of Mark 16 verse 15, he said, go into all the world and preach the gospel. What is gospel? Preach the gospel of salvation. Something that will save the people. Not prepare. Imagine a Doyle came out. He was talking, even when I was saying this, he were wrong. They were trying to fight me. I can't tell me what I'm saying is bad. He brought out and said, I'm having the third experience. I shared something in our National Patriot platform. Most of you that are in our platform, you can see today. Go and check the quarantine camps to contain millions of people that China abuse. Who is to stay there? Why is it that the proactive measure they put in place, even the injection is not working? Why have I not been infected? Why have I not been infected? Yes, he kills Ogelero. What is saving me would have also saved you. What is saving me would have also saved you. Now, who is dealing with the Chinese today is the Communist Party of China, CCP. Is dealing with them seriously. China is 1.something billion. They want to make sure they reduce the population. Then you think it's a joke. Joke with your life. Go and follow Sago. You have to finish your sag. Don't come here and be writing rubbish. This topic is not made for you because you have been graphined. I no longer talk to people that be graphing who their head is turning upside down. How can you be in a state of resonancy magnetic? You want to understand what I'm saying. If you want to learn, you learn. God will already redeem you. I've already gotten the intel about the Medibel. Everything I has it. Why you post it? I'm trying to put it together, to put it there so that we have hope. Do you think I'm after the one you are? Pray for me to die. Nanotech will kill you. What you are waiting me will happen to you. I cannot be here fighting for freedom for everybody. Then we are more you not die, say yes. A stupid set of alien. Do you think I'm doing it for myself? Don't you see how fresh I am? Me what boss right now, the entire barra, they'll give me AK-47, AK-49 assault rifle. Yeah, go who want to lawa. Stupid set of nonsense. You are in abroad is not in you. Is this how Europe is built? Europe is built by patriots, not by politicians. Politicians, they kill nations. Is it not the same politician, the Mossad? Who assassinated the Branlikon Yeti something? Who Branlikon Boa? What made them to also assassinate John F. Kennedy? Anytime they see your delivery, that was why they arrested you on the count. Or now you say, the reason why they are, because they know that as soon as Biafra got their freedom, it's going to trigger to all African countries in the world. They know. And you don't know the reason why they are not waiting for Biafra to come. You are calling them terrorists. Are they really terrorists? And what you are to your man, they really terrorists. Who is not the terrorists right now? They lock Naira from you assassinate. But this is what this man already know. He told you 17 June 2021. Did you believe? You didn't believe. Is the Nigerian favoring you today? If it is favoring you, you are not supposed to be abroad. You have to go to Nigeria because your time is expired. How can you spend more than 20 years abroad? What are you looking for? The blockers, you never finish them. No, what are you still looking for? Carry your children, go home. Me, I'm not happy over the situation that you go home right now, you're the fear. I want a free society like this. Look at society. Look at society. Can you do this one in Nigeria? Two both boys where they smoke this thing, never come from this thing, blow off your fucking heads. The same right we have here, we want to have it in our country. And the only way it can come, election cannot give you the same right. Election cannot give you the same right. If they want to leave punish you right now, if they give this election to Peter, it will be breaking news. They want to make sure you die in suffering. Just pray for them to ring it. From today, be praying that, please, oh God, don't let them give this election to Peter Obi just like that. Let us take it back by revolution. I know you won't listen. But go and be praying now. In whichever way you can pray, you can also use the blood because you are not tired of using the blood. God, whatever that will make them to give the election to Peter Obi in a landslide, I cancel it. Let them ring it so that we fight and destroy the system so that we take it back. I pray they shouldn't listen to this thing and truly go and give it to Peter Obi because you are going to suffer the rest of your life. You are going to suffer the rest of your life because the colonial yoke remains. What's he going to do? The word that can happen right now, he paid the Nigerian debt. That is what he's going to do. Who is he going to change? Who is he going to chase away? How are you going to reform the? Can you reform the police? What they did to you in Lekki, where is the case today? What they did to you in Lekki, where is the case today? Let's go and find out the people holding Nigerian bound. Not be maybe your problem. The same thing is affecting me. That's why I'm shouting. So instead of you attacking me, also on your live Facebook, preach it and let's see if people can view your video. At least if I do a video, I got 96/100 is a pass mark. If thousands of comments are here, I only have 5 people that call me Mumu. That to say, for jump, that will not be engineering be that. for university, not be engineering be that. Huh? Out of 100 questions, I fail 5. That not be pass, man. So who do you think you are fooling? You always just show your stupidity. You insulting me. What does that have to do with me? They're not bring my picture. Come on. This useless man in America. You know see what he do for 2020 election. That's why today he ain't I not get forgiveness. I know they offend anybody. God have mercy. He was low. Okay. The narrative, setting you not change. I begin to turn narrative. Nobody talk about the system. All of them they are using excitement because you needed viewer. Are we talking about viewer right now? We are talking about the written that is affecting us. The written that is affecting us from the deep and the bottom of our heart. That is what I'm talking about. We don't need the Chinese freedom, Chino freedom. We don't need that. All the Todosian freedom. We don't need that. We need a divine freedom. Once it comes, everybody go relax. Nigeria will come become a business hub. It will come become a tourist state. Look at how do you think anywhere in Europe here, somewhere go there where they store dollar put, they don't invest in. They do investment. That's why you have places to work. Look at how many old nairas before the CBN governor later extended the time the other day. How many naira we don't roti? You don't see one container where they put for front of one barrack. That will be up to about 10 billion. You know how much is 1 billion? Forget now that our people they are useless in naira. Do you know what 1 billion will do? 1 billion will do something tangible in a state. But today we are taking 1 billion as if it just 1 naira. Go and calculate it to euros. The money they use in developing in tying your roads all the time from your various locality here, bro, it's not to 1 billion. But today you mention 1 billion, they'll use that and do project. You know, go see how it work out. Go and see 30 billion water storm project. Today, election is carrying people's ass. They are not making references to show idiots. They are still blaming the recent government. Because the show idiot is the son of the palace. He supports of me with me here. They want us to continue like that with this system. Okay, that was why people gave water to Obi to drink. Me supporting the same system. Who are me that will both the fear. Ogbalegbe no view what money in your car to me lave we wear. Ogbalegbe will come on for your door. They ask you say they make noise. Now you go first salute me anywhere you see me. Not be lie, not be talk lie. I'm not like you now. Who does not know is right. Before you are approaching me, you know that you are going to come across a man. If you hit me, I'm a difficult equation nobody can solve. I'm a difficult equation you cannot solve me. That's why I'm autonomous of my own. Nobody give me program to talk about. If I said my own, I don't go. If you like, you listen. If you doesn't like, forget about it. How can I be saying something is coming to pass? You are still here writing rubbish. You should you be the one that is a fool. Go and check what is happening in UK as we speak. It has never happened to them before in their life. Until we get better when my UK. Or going to affect when we are coming. When we are bad by the of as soon as they live good life there, we need that same life for Orion. The life you are living in UK to wait for you in Edo State. Agbubo wa you. Who will listen we were. If they don't increase your hour, you they happy. Why did they both say 65 years you passion? Most people right now they are only 20 years in Europe. They are 40 years. They don't ready. The energy they would have used up to about 67 years, they're not ready finish them. Because we are very happy when we see job. So far they are paying well because we want to mold blocks. Life is not all about molding blocks. Life is not all about molding blocks. There is something unique about you as a person. Even when the book of Genesis chapter 1 verse 26 told you, God created you in his own image and after his likeness. Now how can the image of God be suffering? Image of God cannot go to your city. All the time you are covering yourself with the blood, go to your country. I don't know when last I pray, say God, I cover the road with the blood of Jesus. If I ever remember, I say, God, I thank you, I don't go. I don't know when last I do fasting and prayers. I do my prayer here. I lay curse on nations. Demon is even too small for me to band now. If you come, you do small, you come out now. Because you are flying my house. You are only flying, you are guarding me. If you another person come away once he press me now, start fight. Look at how they brainwash us. They gave us a name. That name today is full of Africa. But you are not ashamed. The same thing is not happening abroad. How did these people build up their society? What is wrong with us? Before a doctor start giving you medicine, first of all diagnose you. I've diagnosed the situation of Nigeria, the situation of Nigeria in the system, not all about bringing a fresh president. Can you put a new one into an old bottle? It will break now. You are carried when they have already wrote result. You go to see the result Opus Odima is going to bring out. You are going to see the result Opus Odima is going to be bringing out. Even when people did not come out in Imo State. PDP is winning there, not be APC. Is winning there in the landslide. Go and mark it. Ebonyuko. So just be praying. Let your prayer be God. Let them ring this election. They should rang it. Let them ring it so that everybody enter the streets and do it once and for all. So that we will collect this very system. You are using excitement. You just see the Euro come. You are doing prank. But some other situations you are not talking. Is it not all these prank stars? The Narana is now making them to start speaking. The Narana is now making them to start speaking. Because they can go to ATM right now. They cannot really withdraw money. How can you make jokes all the rest days of your life? Later, after the ability to your country, you come back to you, Jackman come to Europe. But how was Europe fixed? If anything is even happening to you, how many of you have supported people in Peru? How many people have ever one day said the way aliens are passing through Texas, certain border entering America? Don't you know when America is polluted, the whole world is polluted? You don't know what America stands for. Do you think it stands for only Benin alien that is there? It stands for everybody. Go and check their 1776 constitution. What it stands for. We don't think. You don't talk about how many of these people campaign for Peter. We are talking about what's happening in Cameroon. Because you are daft. Have you ever wanted to talk about what the Amazonia is going through? Then you want to tell me you have sympathy? You want to tell me you have sympathy? Why must your activism be for only your country alone? Reach out to other nations. That's how to know a good person. Then I now know that here you have your head, your brain has set out of your head. None of them have been able to change any narrative. What have your leaders stopped? Everything we have gotten have been from the West. Everything we have gotten. Is it not Mary Slessor that stopped the killing of twins? Mary Slessor, was it from a Benin kingdom? Was it from Benin kingdom? Who stopped slave trade? Is it not Abraham Lincoln? Is there really any way related to Benin? Hundreds of you cannot attack me. Hundreds of you can't do me anything. May not fight Ezekiel to a standstill. A nation may I not lay curse on nation. You are too small for me to lay curse on. I can't throw away a stone for a Sahara River because of you. The people who do not, they can go and see calamity in their life today. Join Nigerian government to pray that nothing happened to that man because you are going to be seen for your full life. Or try and repeat what happened in 1967. None of you will survive it. You say now, oh, now old days be this. Where put today? You don't read this. You think you just got in here. You are using political correctness. If they ask you now, the recent president of Cameroon, did you know it? How many years he has spent there? Look at the whole Africa, the same system, the same these colonizers, the same thing they brought. Only Nigeria is even practicing little democracy, trying to imitate America. But the system remains. Even America today, they have a specific system. I told you before that what session are waiting bomber. Now George Bush now perpetrated that plan about Osama bin Laden. Did Obama kill Osama bin Laden? If you are not senseless, how will you kill somebody and bury him inside water? When did that happen? Did they kill him? Go and see your favorite president today, Obama, what is going through. You think I'm your mate? Come in here, come on. You will see what is going to happen. I told you about ejection, it's happening already. The EBS will soon start. Then you can't know how much you are. You vaccinate yourself and give it to your children also because I'm not an inheritance also. For any of you that never want me to be talking about some certain things, anytime you see anybody, unleash on that person, swear for a generation. If any person is committing nuisance, it is not all the time you give people. You know, a lot of people have said recently, say no need to vote wisely. They specify it, vote for Peter Obi. That's what they have been saying. So no need to start using political correctness. Any person that put word of this sort here, lay curse on the generation because it's causing distractions. Lay curse on that person, lay curse on his life and the generation. Because they are trying to fight your saving. They thought that Lottie the KANU will save them. Nigerian army, let them tell you what they are going through today from the Biafra. You think it's easy? You think it's as before? Before you know, the Juke Janja wheat. Who blocked the Biafrans from passing through water to escape? Is it not the Britain? Who blocked the Biafrans from passing through water to a that make starvation. If you are an Igbo person here, you insult me, my dear, now God go fire you. Amadio and I go kill you for Imo State. If you are Igbo person here, and I see any insult, say you insult me, you don't know yourself, you are an idiot. The same Britain that you are worshiping today, block the water, that no Biafra could escape. Now hunger, no food supply, nothing. What happened to you in 1967 here? To 1970? Then you are there using political correctness. You are born slaves. Nonsense. Go and read your history. Let's go and read statistics. UK is not supposed to be better than even Edo State. Because your stupidity leaders, all of you are running down. And you are there right now. You are not speaking truth about what's happening in your community. How will the country ever grow without you speaking the truth? The truth you speak is like the catalyst or emblem you use in striving for a better society. Then I'm speaking the truth right now, then you are talking a different thing entirely. What do you want me to say? Okay, let us see if I supported you in the injection. Will I be talking about this today? What your brothers and sisters, they can no longer speak today. They are there because they know they committed themselves already. I will be on this lane for life. You can't avert me. I will not, because you say no. Musa, Biafra have a Joshua already. Your promised land is sure. That's how you people have been campaigning. Buhari came, Jonathan just concede. This age stupid AY. He sent a message to Donald Trump. Donald Trump, you just concede. Let AY come today. What's happening to other people's children may happen to AY children too. What you support today will happen to your children. Yeah, you was invested. I'm not playing politics. Anytime I come out and mean what I'm doing, if we are campaigning, it's a different thing. Even when I was campaigning for Baseki, I take it serious. Why? Because I don't mean what I was doing. Go and play your politics with Dilo Melaye. I don't decamp. I will not decamp. I can support you today. Tomorrow you do bad, I correct you. I corrected Obaseki, I've dropped injection. Automatically, the hatred I have for him is gone. When Mega I told her, I was not having personal problem with him. I was not having money where you say me not give money. I'm not problem. I was not having that. You cannot just come and be, doing menescality. Even so worried that says if we don't fight that revolution. Did it criticize the injection? Maybe children today now they might have also vaccinated them. Let's see who cry. Let's see who lost his family. Nonsense. What I stand for is salvation. I'm not playing politics. If you want to play it on another platform. Whatever thing you are putting here, make sure you are very constructive. God just say make I leave you. Even the way Jason no baba no ye na umyo bono la ye mi wa ku la kuri. If you fear me yes no. Menete boni nation se nation gbe. Ya na UK. No Australia we no sunubana. Somebody will say something. I'll tell you something. You will not go and verify say you are lying. Everything I've told you, if you're not caught, you have come to pass. Come and tell me that new thing you are lying. This is not like this. Come and tell me now that what I'm saying about Australia, that they've already announced that the monarchy head, they don't need their money again. They want to now use the indigenous people who fight for the Australia land. That's what they want to use right now. Whereby those will be having their money tomorrow, or somebody related to Giso. I know appreciate Jesus Christ of those states. I'm already me Ogbogo. Ogbogo o ma we mi no wa no kwa. Won to gbo wa. No wa na te gbe, won egbelu wa wa gun. Stupid set of people. We have a spirit, and our spirit must radiate. That one is sacrosanct. So if you want to play a policy, play that side. Go and comment those your rubbish talk. Vaccinated moron. Zoom moron, sophisticated moron. All of you are campaigning, nobody talk about the system. Have we not been doing election before? Have we not been? What has election done to us? Good Lord Jonathan came. You guys will have it. Yaradura left. Good Lord Jonathan came. After Good Lord Jonathan, Buhari say, under so and so much, he go to Boko Haram. The same Buhari, we are not the one recruiting Boko Haram, repeated Boko Haram into the Nigerian military. What has election ever done for you in your life? If you are supporting something, you know that thing has helped a lot of people. I'm giving you reasons. Go and look at Sri Lanka. Go and look at Sri Lanka. How did they take it back? They went to their government villa. Even cripple. Farmer, we are now bathing inside the swimming pool. They take it back. Go and fix it, lazy youth. You have to go and where have you come up here? You go be crazy. If the water's coming down, will come down. Otherwise, Derry Malay will come and fix it for you. Ozu, but don't come and be inconveniencing us here. Go and check Sri Lanka, go and check other people's history. How they have been taking their nation back. Go and check it. Election result where they don't write down already. Do you know how many people that go and block Niger border? 2 weeks to the election, 1 week to the election. What I'm telling you right now, you will see it. You will see people trooping in from Niger. 1 million people might have been registered there. That we will counter the people that came out in Aba that you are happy for. Hey, people flat in Aba. How many of them that have PVC? The right vote, isn't it? How did Obaseki able to defeat Oshomole? He defeated Oshomole because the major place they were supposed to buy election, off to Taga and Lion, money where they give a money, enough to buy any card. Security did there. The security that was in Edo State was always after them. That was why we have a free election in Edo State 2020. You think it is a joke? They were not but so and so person in the buy vote. So and so person in the buy. They couldn't buy vote. All to the head of Taga and Lion might the vote. Or you say you're not casting your home. Be supposed to do okay, walare. Enough to coordinate any line. But this one they don't write the result down. So don't be deceived. Be ready, go and mark that as medicine. And don't be silly. Don't be a lazy whatever. So me at the fact, you also go and fight. Not only collecting from Peter, even charity order were supposed to be the one I'm doing what I'm doing. And if really they're really compassionate in their mind with what they claim. People that own charity are supposed to be doing what I'm doing today. What makes you to go into charity? You felt bad about the situation of the people in society. Not now. You felt bad about it. What are you doing about the situation? It's only to take from A. And because you know when you collect 100 euro from A, you collect 100 euro from B. The person you are going to go and give the money to, you will remove 80 inside and give them 20. Because that's the source of your livelihood. How can you say, I have a compassionate man to rescue? Moses. The reason why God called him again the burning bush in the book of Exodus. Chapter 3 verse 9. He said, I will hear the cry of my people, of the Israelites, how the Egyptian is oppressing them. Because of what Ife did, or what he did before. By killing 2 Egyptians, he hid them under the sand. That was what prompted God to say, this Moses, yes. Even God was always checking his thought. Despite he ran from the face of Pharaoh. After the 2 Israelites accused him, he met them one day fighting. He said, both of you are brothers. Why are you fighting? He said, you want to come and kill us the way you killed 2 Egyptians the other day. Moses now said, okay, now, Pharaoh might be aware of this right now. He ran from the face of Pharaoh. He ran. After 40 years, before God called him, because his meditation, even when he was away, still reasoning about what his people is passing through, that was what made God call him. He called him in the burning bush. He said, Moses, I'm saying to go and meet Pharaoh. Will God call you tomorrow? Have you ever one day dream and see what's happening in your society? This is what I dream and see every day by day. That will give me encouragement. I have people to liberate. No government I cannot fight. No government I cannot talk about. And no government I cannot lay cosmo. Tell me any government where it's born. If you drive a liba, tamam any government no argument good because I'm saying the truth. You think I'm doing the sarcophagy or I'm doing using hypocrisy? What you support yesterday today can no longer support it. So people like us, we are born. We are not made. We are born. Una the KANU is born. Even if he was an heir to a throne, was he not supposed to be a king? The way your father is also. Go and sing king in Edo State today. Don't you think Una the KANU can also be a second god in somewhere where from? But why did he leave second godship? Because he wants everybody to be good. He have stayed in the UK. Why not stay here with boy? Una cannot pass here with boy. What do you last suffering today? Tomorrow there, Peter Obi. But look at your master, you have to Peter Obi. Look at the master where we in Nigeria have to your personal selfish interest. Wahula huri. Ave hilipoya no mama capuyo. Los cabrones. You're not telling me I do the nadi, eh? Solo Dios. You know anybody? Check me very well. If the gay Greg corroded today, I move. Me, I can spirit you are in trouble. If I'm physical like this, I was able to torment you. What about when I now become a spirit? or your wife, or me spiritual pregnancy. If you wear fig beleya you are, make me a spirit when I'm not supposed. Then I will join my ancestors. No again, no sooner that way. I mean, whatever thing I tell you here, I will not regret anything. If I call you a fool, you act as a fool. The record is there. So, my good followers, this one, please don't lose emotion. I'm not saying, please get it clear. I always want my record, I always set my record straight. I didn't say you shouldn't go and vote, but pray for them not to give the election to be. Let them ring it the way they don't already read the result. Let them bring and come like that. Don't go and play, don't go and pray and let use the blood of Jesus Christ to turn it. You are going to suffer the rest of your life. That is to say, God will look at you and say, and they want Peter Obi to win, he have won. Peter Obi is like a catalyst or a projector to the kind of Nigerian that you need. Right now, we have nobody. It was supposed to be on the KANU. They've already said on the KANU. And you guys are not seeing anything good thing coming out from the Joshua and the rest of that good people that is agitating for Nigeria to be divided. Although they are on the low too, they may not be saying it on media. The very day Biafra declared their freedom, although the is also going to declare their own, then we are the do-it-go-domingo-do. Automatically, stranger in our land, if they don't want to live, they will live by force. That is just a fact. So you have to identify yourself as we speak. It's not going to be business as usual. So don't think it's going to be, no. They cannot deceive us with this forthcoming election, no. Revolution is loading. And nothing can stop us coming. Please, if today is your first time of tuning in with us, you can follow us on International Association for the Improvement of Colored People, #equality. You can also go and subscribe to our YouTube channel, IAICP-TV, because the new one I opened, I don't know what's happening. The video that is there, people are not watching. So I'm not doing it on my favor. I've even cost YouTube several times. I don't want to make them pay me. That was how sincere I will be. I'm not doing it for monetization. Because of the mindset I have, salvation and redemption for humanity is what I stand for. Money did not mean anything to me. What matters to me most, because the world is big for you and I to live, and the sky is too big for two birds to have an accident. So I have no reason to pray for your death. If you are praying for my own, and you know, now what you they wish me go happen to you. So I have no reason for you to die. That's why I always disseminate every information I got. Something is about to happen in Nigeria. Please get yourself prepared. And don't let people carry the way and act it again as a film, as a Nollywood, to make sure you remain in pains. They can end up tying the Lagos road, no more kidnapping, but the financial difficulty will remain the same. Only what will make our life to be good again. Shut down the system, what will be done in the system? The British colonial yoke must be broken. So that is sacrosanct. Please, you can also follow us on National Patriot Association. This is my construction page, but I use this as backup. I thank God today, I think Facebook was able to release it a little. And maybe now God still touched their hearts, made them still live on, so that people will hear. But despite what I'm seeing, one or two comments that they are insulting their head and their generation. But never mind. 98 over 100 is a pass mark. 98 over 100 is a pass mark. So our telephone number, for those of us that want to reach us at times, our telephone number is +34 631 056284. Our telephone number is +34 631 056284. Please, there are scavengers out there who are just there to manipulate you, because they know what, when Peter Obi comes, they are going to benefit from the system. This is a system that favors a lot of people. Now made them Ostromole today, now made them rich. Tragala Lion Benin, he promoted them. He said Yamu, he helped them. So when the system is good, they are going to hungry. You know they see money, they steal again. You have to work with your hand. Maybe you yourself right now, you have a hand that will even make the government to know you. But today, these people, they are standing on your way, even when you go to school. Imagine we have graduates in Edo State that are driving Okada. Agbe will be SSA to a governor. Agbe will be SSA to a governor because he shoot gun when there was election. But you cannot shoot gun. It's not all family that can shoot gun. It's not everybody that can do Egbe with journalism. But the most important thing is that we are be able to live the kind of life God wants us to live. So do have a nice day, everyone, and God bless you. I might be putting the YouTube link later. The YouTube is IAICP-TV. IAICP-TV. You space the TV. So as soon as you enter it, IAICP-TV is the YouTube. Then you can also follow us, depending on when they are going to be free now YouTube for us to start uploading videos. Only man who is not after monetization. So that's why God has been rescuing me. At least I can stand to fight for humanity. I've did what Suleiman could even do. You will hear the record later. So this will not be say at the tian or at the boast. You are going to hear it later. How some pastor is going to be jailed for life imprisonment because the false narrative they carry. So do have a nice day, the good one. God bless you all. Whatever thing you are supporting today will happen to your children. I'm seeing some comments. Whatever thing you are supporting will happen to you and your children. I want everybody to say amen. Whatever type of government you are supporting in Nigeria will happen to you and happen to your next generation. Any person from Edo State, whatever thing you support will happen to you. If you are from East, whatever thing you support will happen to you. If you support freedom, you have freedom. If you support people to live in abject poverty, poverty will not finish away from your life. As I said it, so the God of Africa have also declared it. Okay, I'm not talking, this one is not talking, this one I'm not talking. Africa will be in doom. That is to say, if you verify what I'm saying, I'm speaking the mind of God. Now you are there supporting evil leaders, that this system should remain. If we have a system like UK, is it bad? Go and look at China, they don't mention Jesus there. How will UK be? Was it the blood of Jesus? Spain, how was it be? Was it blood of Jesus? They allow you to use the blood of Jesus Christ to kill yourself so that them blindfold your spiritual eye. You no longer see from. So maybe tomorrow by the grace of God we might be seeing also. Do have a nice day and God bless you from here.